All right, we've been working on distributing. So today we're going to just do a quick review of what we've been doing with our distributive numbers. So let's take the problem 7 times 4x plus 3. All right, we know we have to take the 7 times the 4, which we have 28x. We know we have to bring our symbol down, so we've got plus. Then we know we've got to do our 7 times 3, so that's 21. So this is our answer right here. So 28x plus 21. All right, so that's our review. So for right now, we're going to learn something called FOIL. Okay? FOIL is another way to distribute. The F stands for first. The O stands for outside. The I stands for inside. And the L stands for last. Okay, so remember, we have F for first, O for outside, I for inside, and L for last. All right? All right. So, reminder, FOIL. Change my sides. For some reason, we're very big. All right. So, the first thing we're going to do okay, we're going to take, let's say we have 4x plus 6, okay, that's in parentheses. Then we're going to take x plus 2, okay? Well, when we FOIL, we know we have to do first, because that's what the F is. So first means we're going to times 4 times x. All right? So we know 4 times x is 4x. Okay? Then we're going to take what's called outside. Okay? Outside is anything that is touching parentheses that are not touching anything else. So our outside would be 4x times 2. All right. One thing we need to make sure we watch out for is our signs. Because we know 4x and 2, 4 is a positive, 2 is a positive because we've got this plus sign here. So we need to make sure we have our plus. So 4 times 2 is 8. And remember, we've got this x. So it's 8x. All right? So the next one we're going to do, because we've already got our O, is we're going to do our inside for our I. So inside is anything that is touching parentheses. So that would be our 6 and our 6x. We know it's positive because there's our positive. We know there's nothing in front of the x on the other set of parentheses. So 6 times x is plus 6x. Okay? Then we're going to do our last one, our L. Last one is anything at the end of our parentheses. So we've got a 6 and a 2. We know it's positive for both of them. All right? So 6 times 2 is 12. All right? Are we done? Well, not yet. All right. We have to combine like terms. And do we have any terms that are the same? Yeah, we do. We have 8x and we have 6x. So to rewrite this, we just bring our 4x squared, because remember, up here, 4x times x is 4x, and we've got two x's, so that makes that square. So that's reminding you. All right. Then we're going to do plus, because that's a plus and that's a plus. 8x plus 6x we know is 14x. All right, so that's done. Now on our last term, there's nothing to do on that one, so we're just going to put plus 12. All right, so that is that example. All right, let me get a new sheet and we'll do another example. All right, once again, let's write FOIL here. So we have first, outside, inside, last. All right, so let's take the problem 2x minus 3, okay? And we're going to do, let's do a negative 2x plus 4. All right, so the first thing we do, remember, is first. So let's do the 2x and the 2x. All right, well, we know 2 times 2 is 4. So let's write our 4. We know we've got x, but there's 2 of them, so remember it's squared. But we're not done because we have this little symbol right there, which is the negative. So this is a negative 4x squared. All right? Then we'll take our next step, our outside. Okay? Outside is the 3 and the 4. That's wrong. The outside is the 2x and the 4. Okay? It's just seeing if you're paying attention. All right. So we know this is a positive, this is a positive, so we're going to do a plus. Then we're going to 2 times 4 is 8. And then don't forget our x. All right. Then we're going to do our next one. Okay? Our insides. Remember, our insides is the 3 and the 2. All right. We know 3 and 2 is 6. And we know we've got an x. All right. But what sign do we put? What's negative times a negative? Negative times a negative is a positive. Very good. All right. So that's our outside. Now let's do last. Oops. Let's do last. All right. All right. So our last we know is a negative 3 and a positive 4. So 3 times 4 is 12. We know that. But our sign is a positive and a negative, and we have a positive times a negative. We know it's a negative. So from that point, we're going to take and do our like denominators, combine them. So we know we're going to have a negative 4x squared, and we've got a positive here and a positive here. So we know we're going to do a plus. We have an 8 plus 6. Well, that gives us 14. Remember, our x's are the same because we're adding, not multiplying. And then we do a negative 12. All right, so this is our final answer, class. So that's 2 examples. Now, Let's try it in your groups and see how you do.